Welcome to the Office and Workspace Reservation Process Training. My name is Michael Harris, and I will be your instructor for this training. As you know, the fall semester will be virtual for 90% of all classes to be taught on campus. There will be a few courses, such as labs, some workforce development classes, and some legal clinic classes that will be held on campus. Other than those, and essential and emergency personnel, you are expected to operate from your home office. We do recognize, however, that there may be a rare occasion where you need to come to your office. This process will outline what you will need to do to make a request to come to your office on a particular day and time, and what to do once you arrive to the university on that day. So, let's begin. We will be using 25 Live Pro as the tool for you to submit your request for a visit to your office or workspace. 25 Live Pro is the university event management software that we use to manage all events occurring on campus. The first thing you will do is enter https://25live.collegenet.com/UDC to bring up the sign-in screen for 25 Live. Then you will enter your username. Your username is the prefix of your email address. That's the part of your email address that comes before at udc.edu. You will be issued a temporary password to use to log on to 25 Live. Once you've logged on, you will be able to change your password. First thing, on the main screen, we want you to click on Create an Event. This will bring you to the event form. At the top of the event form, we want you to enter office visit in the event name and the event title. Next, as you scroll down, we want you to select the event type. Select meeting as the event type. Then your organization. Now your organization will not automatically appear, so you will have to do a search. If you put in the first couple of letters of your organization, you should be able to find it on the drop-down menu. We are selecting causes as our organization for this example. Then, expected attendance. In this box, we expect you to put a 1 for you. However, we do recognize that some workspaces and some offices are large enough for proper social distancing, and you may be meeting with another staff member or a student. If this is the case, enter 2 in the expected attendance box, and in the event description, enter office visit and the name of the person you'll be meeting with, if any. If you're meeting by yourself, please enter office visit in the event description. Then you will want to put in the date and time of when you want to come on campus. This needs to be 48 to 72 hours after you submit your request. This will give us time to evaluate your request for proper social distancing for your building or floor, and to give your cabinet member an opportunity to review and approve. Now your location. In the location search box, enter your building number and your room number. Not your street address, but your building number. For example, Building 71 is actually 4250 Connecticut Avenue. So if you're in 4250 Connecticut Avenue, enter 71 space and then your office number. In this example, we'll be using Building 52, Office 443. That is my office. Once you enter your building number and office number or workspace number, click on Search. This will bring back that location. Then click on the Reserve to reserve that space. Next, as you scroll down, you'll see your name will show up as the requester. This will allow us to understand who is coming in to your office. Next, as you continue to scroll down, you'll notice the requirements section. We want you to select M in this requirements area. And the reason is, we don't expect you to be serving alcohol in your office or doing any catering or having any political or religious activities. These are different requirements that we normally look at when we're doing other events on campus. But in this case, we'll be just coming to your office, so please select M. Then, as you continue, you'll go down to the terms and conditions and click check in that box. If you want to read the terms and conditions on the facility use policy, here is the URL that you can go to read the detailed facility use policies. Then, as you continue to scroll down to the bottom of the screen, we want you to click on Save to submit your request. You will have options to either go look at the event details of the request that you're submitting or create another event that you may, for a later date that you may want to come to your office. Once you submit the request, this will allow us to evaluate your request for proper social distancing limits set for your building or floor, and then to send your request over to your cabinet member for approval. You will be notified via email if you've been approved or rejected. If you've been rejected, you will have an opportunity to change your request to a different day and time. Should you have any questions about this reservation process, please email UDC Scheduling at udc.edu for assistance. Now, let's say your reservation has been accepted. What do you do on the day that you are scheduled to come to campus? Before you leave home, we want you to log into LiveSafe. And if you do not have LiveSafe on your phone or your tablet, these are the procedures for you to use to log into LiveSafe. You can either go to Google Play or the App Store to find the app LiveSafe. Once you download the app, register your phone number and your UDC email address. Then search for and select UDC. Continue answering any additional profile questions. So on the day you are supposed to come in before you leave home, we want you to log into LiveSafe and take the health questionnaire. This questionnaire will ask you a series of questions. Once you submit the health questionnaire, you will either receive a green check, which is okay to proceed to come to campus, or a red X. If you get a red X, please contact your healthcare provider for additional instructions. If you get a green check, you're free to come to campus. The results of your health survey questions will be emailed to you. Once you arrive on campus, we want you to check in with LiveSafe again. Check the in and out box to let us know that you have arrived. And then, once you leave, we want you to check in to LiveSafe for the third time that day to say that you are leaving campus. That's the process. So, we want you to log into 25 Live using your new credentials. Select the date and time that you want to come to campus, giving us at least 48 hours to be able to process your request so that we can evaluate it from a monitoring for safe distancing for your building or floor, and to give your cabinet member an opportunity to approve or reject. Now, to get your credentials, you'll need to take a quiz so that we know that you understand this process. Here is the URL for you to use to go to the quiz. Once you pass the quiz, we will send you your credentials. We are dedicating this training to Ms. Pat Chisley, who has been such an integral part to space reservations and theater management and the University of the District of Columbia. I want to thank you for your time and attention and look forward to issuing you your credentials so that you can, on that very rare occasion when you need to come to your office during the fall semester. Again, thank you.